welcome to NWA Connie Corso's podcast, where we talk all things dogs.
True champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all they're wrong because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
What's good? Welcome back, family. I am glad to hear from you all, see you all once again. We back on the All Breed pod, the first All Breed podcast that I could think of, and we talk all things dogs.
Absolutely.
We ain't no stranger to danger, and we got our day one brother, Jihad Muhammad, in here tonight. What's going on, man?
I'm very honored to be back on the show, Joe.
That's what's up. Another day at the workhouse, ain't it?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. If you hadn't been here before, like I said, we talk all things dogs. Make sure you check down in the description. We have resources for pet supplies, breeder supplies, progesterone machine, shampoos, leashes, collars, all that stuff. All that stuff helps the channel. Go to Brother Jihad's platforms. Mizan, is it Von Haas Mizan, right?
Mm-hmm. Von Haas Mizan Canine Kennel.
Follow him on all platforms. He gives a lot to the people. And that's something we're going to talk about tonight is, establishing a foundation in dogs. We all have perspectives, and that's what this show is about. We all have stories, ups and downs, and we all learn from it. But Jihad, let me let you take off, bro. You can talk to the people.
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to say that I think one of the things we have to be really, really careful about is we have to be mindful of where we started off at, and we have to be mindful of the mistakes that we made, and we have to be mindful of the gaps that we had in terms of knowledge about the dog, whether it's the breed or whether it's dogs in general. And I'm saying that because sometimes we speak as if we have the absolute, as if we know. And we're not mindful that maybe we thought we knew 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, that we found out that some of the things we thought we knew wasn't 100% accurate. Mm-hmm. So I think we need to keep an open mind, a real open mind as students. And I would say, if you are developing a program, or if you're just looking for a dog, be patient and study. And it's okay if you get to a certain point and you realize you made some mistakes and you need to make some adjustments. It's all right to make those adjustments. I always talk about my personal experience that I went out and I fell in love with the Roddy. I went out and I got some dogs. Initially, I didn't even have papers. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything about a bloodline, a pedigree. I just liked the dogs. And over the years, over a 12, 13-year period, as I've acquired knowledge, I have made adjustments to the dogs that I have. Okay, so if you go and you look at my yard now, you won't see any signs of what I had 13 years ago. Simply because as new knowledge comes in, we need to have the ability to make the adjustments and make changes so that we have the best and we're producing the best that we can at the particular time. So I think that's important. Don't get locked into, don't become quote unquote kennel blind. Get all the knowledge that you can get. Do not limit yourself to to one person. I know a lot of people talk about mentorship. I'm seeing a lot of people online who haven't, who just been dealing with dogs 2-3 years.
Yeah, it's
They're
nuts.
popping up and they saying they want to mentor people. And in my opinion, it's not enough knowledge and it's not enough experience there to say, I wanna tell somebody else how to develop a successful program.
Right. And the thing about it too, man, is just like just talking dogs in general, talking dogs offline. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys talk dogs offline, learn different things offline. This mentorship thing is going crazy right now. I mean, it ain't just no one particular, it's like everywhere right now, big time. And then, and there's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes we put the cart before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
We so quick to try to make money off each other,
right,
or undeveloped or unsuspecting people, that we become hogs. You know what I'm saying? And then people, they'll look at channels like this where it's more open dialogue and feel like we're threats. And I've heard people say, "Don't watch this channel. They is lying." All kind of stuff. But it's just a place to chop it up. And I'm gonna tell you, it is some very tremendous YouTube channels out there that I hadn't mentioned yet. But I'm gonna wait before I mention them because they're gonna be coming on. There's some channels. It's channels out here that a lot of bigger channels, shoelaces they cannot tie, they cannot touch them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I would like to get to, but because the money comes second, and sometimes third. And when we say we ain't broke even yet, and you hadn't even turned a profit, but we want to take from others. How can you mentor me and you ain't even got out the quicksand?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think, and I always
say you want to take my money. That's what I mean. When you want my money, and
right,
you're not even out the quicksand.
Right.
That's what I mean by that.
Right. I agree. I think that it is about the years and it's not about the years. And let me explain to you what I mean. One of the first dog I got for my children was a Rottie, and I got it from these breeders who have been breeding for 20 years. They didn't have an established bloodline from their kennel. They were still buying dogs from different places. And they didn't have a sense of, in my opinion, they didn't have a sense of direction. And they had been in the game 20 years in Arkansas. There was probably about 3 or 4 kennels that I knew the owners, that I went and visited their home. And when we really started pushing the standard and health test, probably about 4 years ago, those kennels died out. They don't exist right now.
Mm-hmm.
But they never said that they were mentors. Even though they had all those years of experience, they never said they were mentors. They never tried to guide people into developing programs.
Right.
They were basically people that just they bred and they sold puppies. They didn't try to pretend to be something that they wasn't.
Right.
So when I think about, now, don't get me wrong, they had certain knowledges that related to breeding, but they didn't have a program, and that's a difference. Mm-hmm. Anybody can take 2 dogs, put 2 dogs together, and they have puppies, and you're putting them puppies out. But when you're talking about quality control, you're talking about the data, you're talking about not being kennel blind, you're talking about networking, you're talking about understanding what the standard is, and you're talking about culling. And when I say culling, I'm not talking about hard culling, but I'm talking about if you see something and you know it don't fit the bill, you sending it out as a pet. You're not sending it out with a bunch of papers for people to breed it after you know that it's not breeding quality at all. So there's a thin line between the ability to develop a program and the ability to be a mentor.
Right. So I've been on. I get on these kicks where I be going like stickling stuff. Like it's been so. If it ain't mentorship, now and then, the difference is like when you really inside of dogs, the talk that happens online, mentor, push it, like just get the money, and it doesn't happen offline. Like you don't hear it. It's like it's two different worlds. It's like it's the Matrix online. Then offline, then it's a real world. You know what I'm saying?
Part of the thing about the internet is the internet allows you to be somebody that you may not necessarily be in real life.
Like jail. Like when you go to jail.
Yeah. Or like the dog that's behind the fence, and the dog is roo 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 roo.
Right.
And then when you open the fence, the dog just sit there and look at you.
Right. And then I'm not one to knock anybody hustle, but I do not like this type of hustle. I'm hustling, but I'm gonna stomp on everybody while I'm trying to hustle. You ain't stuff. Like I'm listening to stuff now, people in your breed on podcasts is you N words, ain't this, ain't that. He's sitting there like he in agreement. You in words, if y'all ain't spending money with us, y'all some losers, y'all some suckers, and he there like you know what I'm saying? It's getting pretty wild. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, once again, there's an image of who you want to be. There's who you are. There's who you used to be, and then there's this image of what you want to be. And sometimes in order to deceive people feel like they have to paint an image of what they want to be to the public. That I am that guy. But here's what I said. Here's what I said on Facebook. Because there were some guys talking about, hey, this person over here got the best dogs and da-da-da-da-da. How do you show? You say, I'm running a program. I've been running a program. I'm pretty successful. What is the matrix? What is the measuring stick that you use, even if you're online, to show people, I've been doing this for a while and I have these quality dogs? I mean, if we took the dog and our dogs and stacked them or put them in front of people or did some type of working demonstration, did some health tests and posted health tests, where would we measure up? Where would we measure up, or what would be the yardstick by which we were able to say, not I'm qualified to mentor somebody else into having a successful program?
Right.
See, that's the thing. If I want to be on my job, there are certain qualifications you got to have in order to have certain titles. I can't come up and say, I'm a truck driver, and you ask me, hey man, where your CDLs at? And I can't show you my CDL.
Right.
I don't have nothing back in what I say. So, and when you talk about the dog industry, the dog game, the dog business, At some point, you got to be able to show. Even when you're doing trials, you're getting what? You're getting scored when you do trials. So now you have something to show people. And what I'm seeing is, if we're going to reach and grab and guide people, at some point we got to be able to show that we qualify to do what we say we're doing if we're going to ask for people money.
That's right. And then you know.
So I need to see. So for me, show me 4 generations of dogs off your yard. Show me stuff that you're keeping. Show me dogs that you have successfully health tested. They have passed health tests. Show me if you're dealing with working dogs. Show me some work. It's a lot of things that we may be behind on. And in my opinion, it's okay to tell somebody, look, I got a 5-year plan with my program. I'm at year 2, or I'm at year 3, or I started out this way and I found out I had the wrong stock. I got set back because I had to get rid of those dogs, and I had to bring new dogs in order for me to get. So even though I had a 5-year goal.
Yeah.
At year 2, I found out I had some things wrong that I could not wave a magic wand and fix. So I had to do X, Y, Z. Right. I tell you, you hear people say, man, every dog, there's no perfect dog. Or there's no perfect bloodline. But how many people you hear say, here's the issues with my line. Here's the issues with my dog. I'm working to fix it. You don't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody giving the impression that they got the perfect dog or the perfect lines, so that they can suck the people out of the maximum amount of money that they can get, without even proving that the dog is worth what they're saying it's worth.
Right. It's and then the marketing ain't even marketing to the general public no more. A lot of the marketing you see online is against somebody else, against another breeder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breeder bashing. It's going to be a lot of breeder bashing channels because people think that's what sustains you online. But I'm
gonna tell you what has been my experience. And I have a pretty good success rate in terms of what I know my customer satisfaction rate is, and what they say about me on Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you have to know where you're at. You have to be willing to make improvements. You have to be willing to make adjustments. But people need to understand, when you attack another breeder, my experience has been, when I've had controversy surrounding me, it's been a few times. Those people that think they're hurting you by saying X, Y, Z, a lot of times they put money in your pocket. Because if I say, so-and-so kennel is such and such and such, and I don't like they dogs, you know what somebody's gonna do? They're gonna go online, they're gonna type in, let me see what he's talking about. They're gonna type it in, they're gonna look at the dogs, and no matter what their knowledge is at, think about it.
They're
gonna say, man, I like that dog.
Yeah.
Let me buy one.
That's true. That happened to me doing this. When I first started, a lot of neo breeders, they sent so many dudes like to disrupt my shows in the lives and everything. And then they started making videos about me. And then I noticed I would just bloop, 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 bloop.
Because
I didn't say a word.
They're actually highlighting you. So sometimes we could think something is against us, and in reality, it could be for us.
Yep. Even subliminals. Everybody know who you're talking about.
Right.
So, and they kind of look at they kind of look at it, and everybody's looking at it. Say, look at all this stuff going on.
They know They know when you're not original, when you're copycatting somebody.
Copycatting, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm looking at breeders that all of a sudden they online, they using your language.
They use
everything dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, ain't that?
But it'll be many more.
Joe said that.
Yeah. It'll be many more, man.
So, and here's the crazy thing about it. It's nothing wrong with wanting to be like somebody.
Yeah.
But at least say, hey, I'm trying to be like Joe.
Yeah. But see, we've been knowing that before a while because it's so many channels like Bug, 7A, Samurai, different channels that I deal with that they always say, man, people will bite your stuff, man. Yeah. And which is cool, you know what I'm saying, to me, because can't nobody beat you being you. You know what I mean? Can't nobody beat Jihad being Jihad. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And podcast, I was looking at another podcast the other day. No, it was a clip somebody sent me, and it was I ain't gonna say it online, but I'd make this joke with Doug about this one show. It's like our show, but it's like a cleaner version, way cleaner version.
Right.
And it's all breeders, and they have the same type of talking. Like dude was on there like, dang, we can't talk dogs without all this other stuff. But because I could say something so threatening, just talking to me and you, and it's affecting somebody's pockets.
Yeah. Or
at least they feel that way.
I'm gonna tell you, when I made the statement about you don't have to pay $5,500-$6,500 for quality rock.
Oh boy! Oh,
the internet went crazy.
Oh yeah, boy, they panicked.
And here's the crazy part about it. Here's what's crazy about it. And if I ask either one of those people who went crazy based upon me making that statement, could they prove me wrong? They could not prove me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere.
Well, and then
see, here's the thing. Truth stands clear from error.
Mm-hmm.
The truth stands clear from error. And if people were really sincere about trying to mentor and trying not to fleece people out of money, they would have said, you know what? I don't like what Brother Muhammad said, but he was 100% correct. And it only takes basic research. You can go to IRCA, you can go to RKNA, you can go to USRC, you can go to AKC, you can go wherever with any of the shows that you think about that deals with confirmation, that talks about, that's pushing people to do health testing and stuff like that. And you could go in and say, hey, how much could I get a quality Rockwell from? And all of them, if they're honest, they're going to tell you, yeah, you can get a quality Rockwell for about $2,500.
But this is how I look at price. Hey, if you can get that money. But don't tell me a dog is trash if it's $3,000.
Right.
And then we put the peds up and we look down in your lines like
it's the same dog.
Yeah, it's showing me and some shit dogs in there in front of the biggest names in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. People show, wait, look at this dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me. That's my issue with that.
And
a man's price is his price, but when you try to tell me the next man ain't got a decent dog, because good dogs are where you find them.
Right.
Just because you trying to bury people, man,
right.
Get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think people got upset because we really exposed that was not true.
That's not the truth.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I say something that's not true, I'd rather for me to come back on and clean it up than to have somebody come behind me whipping up my trash. I want to pick my own trash up. So if I drop some paper out of my pocket, let me know.
Right. And then another thing that was deemed offensive was the facility talk. Now, if everyone is no two men that agree totally on the same thing on the earth,
Right.
you know what I mean? I don't believe I had to build a dog pound to be a breeder. You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
You know, I just don't think that. But you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying, because of however you think about yourself that, well, if you're not doing this, then it's not right. Who the fuck are you? You just got over it.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I'm gonna tell you something, Joe. I have my dogs. I rotate my dogs out. Sometimes they're on concrete, but I don't want my dogs on concrete all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want mine on
sometimes
different
they're on the
textures. I
ground.
want them running gravel,
But
grass.
but I don't want them on the
everything.
ground all the time. Sometimes
Right.
they're on wood, but I don't want them on wood all the time.
Yeah, and then it painting this picture of just like everything is so pristine and neat. It's the dogs walk down the same path and they look left, like about face him and turn. Look, bro, I got a dog sitting out there on my back porch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My kids bring a dog in this house. The dogs are a part of our family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't knock somebody because their lifestyle with dogs is different. Ours might not be. You might have some guys I might chain my dog out sometime. I might tear them out, let them get some chain time or whatever, you know, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? The way, as long as you taking care of your animals, give them great housing and things like that, keep them out of the way to keep them healthy. You cannot let nobody make you feel bad for not building a dog pound behind your damn house.
Here's one of the challenges. If we just throw away all the fluff, take away all the politics, the fancy language, and just focus on the dog,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be better.
It'll be a different
But
ball.
I'm gonna tell you something. If I got a quality dog, I ain't got to tell you about my damn facility.
You got to.
Because my facility ain't gonna make the dog good or bad.
Right.
See what I'm saying? If I show, look,
Keep that sucker clean.
You ain't worried about whether that dog is on concrete, painted concrete with drains in the floor. People come to me, they want a good quality dog that can pass the health test, that's not gonna break down, on them. They got decent temperament, and they don't give a damn where that dog came off the dirt, off the damn concrete.
Right.
They don't care.
Yeah. Hey, my camera, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe for my camera. It's been going out lately, but I know y'all still can hear me. Yeah, man. So I think it's too much people not worrying about the right things. You know what I'm saying? Not worrying about the dogs. It's more so I. You know what I mean? Me. And then sometimes when you have these conversations and stuff like that, it's some things that hurt. You can tell when people hurt because how they talk about things. And you like for instance, like you could tell when a dude on health test. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's his business. That's your right to shop with him if he don't. You know what I mean? But you can just tell like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the offense. Man, can
With
nobody
me, I endorse anything that's gonna help the dog. So if you help test, I see it as a plus. I don't see anything wrong with a health test. Nothing.
Right.
If you show dogs, I don't see anything wrong with you showing dogs. Okay. If you use your dog for work or personal protection or sport, hunting, I endorse it all because I understand a real dog, the complete dog, is going to be well-rounded and it's going to be able to do more than one or two things. So if you got a dog that you can take and lay on your bed beside you, take that same dog, send that dog out to hunt, bring that dog back, sit that dog by your daughter or granddaughter, take the dog next week and have the dog at the show. I see the dog in the grocery store. I would say that's a well-rounded dog. That's what I think every breeder goal should be, is to produce a well-rounded dog that has good temperament, good discretion, and they can adjust to different situations. You know, it's like my cousin. I had to tell my cousin she had a Rottie in the house so long, and she brought a Rottie to me. I put a Rottie outside, and the dog was just as comfortable outside as it has been inside. But she didn't know no better. But she's a novice. It's her first dog.
Mm-hmm.
I had to show her this dog is going to be okay outside.
Right. Hey, let me cut you off for a second. Hey guys, I'm gonna go back to the comments. We got pure quality canines in the house. If y'all ever see them on YouTube, I watched this brother, man. I watched him when he didn't hardly have any followers, and he just a guy that always shoots from the backyard, shows his dog talks, didn't do no breeder bash, and did his own thing. I don't know how many subscribers this guy got now, but he up there. And he's a real good brother, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Pure Quality Canine. He says, when y'all say health tests, can you give examples of the exact tests y'all speak of? I'm speaking of embark, hip and joints, pit hip OFA, but at the minimum, embark.
Yeah,
that's what I'm speaking of.
And the AKC, I have to keep on emphasizing this because a lot of people don't know. But the AKC has a AKC DNA plus Health kit. It is a kit that you just swab. They send you two things look kind of like bristles on the end of a Q-tip, and you swab both sides of the jaw. You send it back in, and it tests for a whole list of stuff. Okay, yeah. So I think it's $135. And it gives you a DNA profile, which the DNA profile sometimes is important, especially if you have a female that comes in heat and then she is exposed for whatever reason to more than one male. That DNA profile will let you know exactly who the dad of the puppy is. So that's important. Different breeds, you're testing for different things depending on what the breed is.
Right.
Every breed has some health challenges. So you will need to look at the breed that you're interested in, see what those health challenges are. And then when you get ready, if you're going to buy a puppy, see is the breeder testing for those health challenges in the male and the female, if it's something that can be passed on. With the Rottie, we do hip, we do elbow, we do JLPP. Some of us are starting to do heart and eyes now, which is important. So yeah, all of those tests are done, and they've done in different ways. Like with the hips and elbows, it's simply an X-ray. You know, you sedating the dog, you laying the dog in a certain position, you're taking the image, the shot, and then you're sending the image off to be read. Whether you sending it, are you doing it here in the United States, or you're sending it off somewhere? You're sending it to be read, and then you're getting a score on the hips and elbows.
Okay, y'all. All right, so let's do some audience involvement. I'm gonna answer some of these questions coming in. I'm gonna drop the link in it if anybody want to come in. Weebay, did you want to come in and finish off anything? Let me find this. First off, let me get to it. Who was that asking that question? When y'all say having, no, not that.
Pure quality.
Yeah, I got proof. Hold on a second. Let me see. He got the. No, right here. Yeah, the one on my face. Damn.
Hey,
I had one question about.
I'm seeing some unique names. If y'all want to come in and explain how you all came up with the name that you chose. Like my kennel is Mazen Canine Kennel, and Mazen is an Arabic word, and it means balance. So I wanted to create a dog that's balanced, and that's why I took on the name Mazen.
Okay. I had one question about that statement. The dogs that y'all import, are y'all paying the same prices just for the dog? Same prices. See, the price stuff is variable, man. It's subjective. You might get a good deal on an overseas dog, but you better believe, like, what is it, like $2,500 to ship a dog over on average now? So you got to tag that on, you know. So,
and a lot of it has to do with your with where you are at in terms of networking. Like there's this one guy that is he comes to the United States probably about 4 or 5 times a year. And when he comes, he like to bring a full load because the more dogs he bring, he's getting a little discount. So if you got a dog sitting over there, you might be able to work something to get that dog over here a little cheaper if you're dealing with somebody that's trying to complete a load. And then relationship-wise, you know, some of these guys getting these dogs, they're not paying nothing up front. Just because they got their relationship is such that they're not paying anything maybe other than a shipping fee. You know, man. Those people sometimes are getting their money on the back end.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of it has to do. A lot of it has to do with that. And I'm gonna say this to you all, something that you need to understand: that a dog in the United States is more valuable than a dog in Europe. It is absolutely more valuable. There are top dogs across seas that they are getting 400 or 500 euros to breed over there. If you bred that same dog over here, you would be out of $2,000 to $3,000. It's the same dog, different location. So you got to be mindful of that also. That just because, here's the thing you got to understand. A lot of people they may have 10 years leading up to them producing this one dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This dog, they may be able to go 5 generations and say, okay, I started right here. I did this, I line bred, I did a cross, out cross right here because I saw something I didn't like. I want to improve something. I bred a few more times, and then I saw something else and I did a line breed. So you may be looking at 10 years of those people work. Whereas when you come into the United States, you see a lot of people that have been breeding, but you don't see 10 years of their work, and you look at their health test and title, you don't see that. I'm just telling you. You can see it a lot, and a lot of times when you do see it, it's not from people that's online. It's just not. So those people have did the work over there, and when they bring a product over here, it's seen as more valuable because look, they got 10 years of work behind it, 15 years of work behind producing their product. And there's not a lot of people that's dealing with breeds in the United States can show, I got 15 years of breeding. This is my product. I made the decision with these females, what males I'm going to breed to. And I've brought this all the way up from 15 years ago. Here's my health test that all these dogs in the line passed. Here's my achievement from all these dogs. I can show you video from this dog grandmother, great-grandfather doing work. A lot of us, we don't have that. And it's not a matter of time because there's people over here who've been breeding for 20, 25, 30 years and they don't have that.
Well, that's why I got to give the Cane Corso people a lot of credit. You know, we have our differences and things like that. But since I've been covering dogs, and I know we got some phenotypical things and like that's different, but all dogs got this shit.
Right.
The Cane Corso breeds in America are far along. I look at just like the Rottweiler breed. There's so much shit going on with a dog that old. German, Timitor. This shit is stupid as fuck. I'm like, you know, like, okay. Is it no good Timitor dogs? Is it no good German dogs? You gonna tell me it has to be one of these dogs?
Right.
I don't like that shit. I hate all that pointing overseas shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
What are we working for? Are we Americans? Are we fucking, you know, what are we doing?
I'm gonna tell you, but I tell you this, Joe. If you go behind the scenes and look at and one day we probably should do a podcast just strictly on the dark side of purchasing from over there, because it is a dark side.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, not right now. Not right now. I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Because we don't.
I'm going through a little shit on some right now. I'm trying to get a pedigree on
over here. Mm-hmm. They know we haven't did the work. They don't give us the respect that we deserve. And I could go through some of the top breeders in the United States that's kissing them folks' ass over there.
Yep, I was gonna say that.
Even when they're wrong, they won't even tell them.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna say you stupid motherfuckers. You still kiss my ass.
They're kissing them folks' ass over there. So they can talk that stuff about we Americans and we the best and all that.
Yeah.
But I promise you, and one day I would like to deal with it. But they kissing a lot of ass, and I feel like we do have the dogs over here. Our problem
smell like doo doo.
Yeah, here's our problem. Let's say I look at a line of dogs across seas that I like, and I say I'm gonna purchase from over there because I like this line, and I'm gonna build off of it. Now there are certain people that purchase from over there, and they say, okay, you know, I'm getting some dogs. I need to make some money. They go that route. They're getting the dogs to make some money to build, because you got to have cash to make things happen over here. Then there's others that's getting the dog and say, I'm getting this because I'm gonna build on the line. See, there's two different things. And a lot of people will lie and say, okay, I'm trying to preserve the breed and I'm doing this, but all the time, 90% of the time, it's about the money. Let's be real. That's why they're not taking them the puppy pet puppies and giving them away. They selling them.
Selling motherfuckers, yeah. I mean, excuse me. Mama.
Ain't taking them and calling them and saying, okay, I'm gonna completely do away with it. Ain't gonna have no paperwork, no trace. No, they selling that shit. They want you to think, oh, I'm just trying to do this and trying to do this for the breed. No, they selling it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You're producing several litters. If you just breeding just for yourself and you trying to just about, you producing several litters a year, it ain't just about the dog. It's about that breed. Let's be honest.
At some point, it becomes about the breed.
Yeah, let's be honest.
You got, for real. For real.
What I'm saying? Even some of the if you read those old judges' bio that talk about preserving the breed, they will produce 1, maybe 2 litters a year. Even some of the judges producing 3-4 litters a year now. And how many dogs are you able to keep when you're producing dogs like that? So let's be real. I mean, you got somebody talking about, I got a litter on the ground, and I got another litter finna come, and I got another litter finna come. How many dogs can you keep? How many dogs can you develop?
Money is always that's not.
So
get
it's
this
there.
dog.
Don't
the business.
Quit lying like it's not. It's a major factor. It's over 50% of the reason why people breed. It's over 50%.
The business has to kick in at some point.
Yeah.
Even with this podcast, I was shelling out dollars. Boom, 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 boom. Because this ain't the only place it show. It show on every national podcast. You got apps. You got different little editing. Sometimes I might have to go in there and do some editing myself. It takes money. It's a channel.
Right.
Any smart businessman don't know if he builds something, whatever he builds needs to start paying for itself. Mm-hmm. So what did I do? I started memberships. I charge out them products I barely sell, but the memberships,
right?
People sending in cheese, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For a great cause, because I'm a small channel. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we crank it out. Info. We've been doing this 2 years, almost 200 episodes in, and it's gonna be some more podcasts I'm bringing in.
Right.
The podcast I'm bringing in. You think I'm dangerous?
So listen. So here's the problem in the United States. You get a dog from over there, from a particular line that you like, and if the female is pregnant, you're selling the puppies, or maybe you keeping the puppy, whatever the case is, right? But now the people that you got the dog from, they had a direction they was going in. And if they had a direction, that means that they were doing some line breeding, some inbreeding, They were only outcrossing when it was absolutely necessary. When they saw something that popped up percentage-wise, and they said, look, I don't like this. This shouldn't be like this. I'm not going to completely tear my program down. I'm going to implement something into the line to fix this. Okay? Now you get the dog. Because you looked at it and you saw you like it. So now, what did you see that make you say you like it? Was it the dog itself, conformation of the dog, the way the dog moved, the working ability of the dog? Was it the pedigree? Was it the health? Or was it the combination of all this stuff? Okay, now you got the dog over here. It's your decision when you get that dog, what are you going to breed that dog to produce a product, right? Now, if you got that dog, you got that dog because you like that dog. Are you going to breed it in a way where it continues to produce what you like? And do you understand the goal that the people had in mind that even produced the line?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I'm going to tell you why I said it. If you understand that, man, I don't know if I should give my secret away, man.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I was foaming at the mouth because I can show you.
I don't know if I should give this away, bro. I ain't gonna give it away. I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I show you this conversation with this Italian breeder while we decided.
My point is,
together. Hold on before you go. But what he's saying about like, it's exciting to hear a breeder talk like that because you know what he's saying if you were a real breeder. That female.
Let me break it down to you this way.
Uh-huh.
I'll break it down to you this way.
If I don't,
I'm gonna put it this way. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm taking two lines that I'm working with here that I got from Proud Seeds, right? There's a way that I've bred these two lines, and there's a way that I'm line breeding that there are specific people in the United States that have come to me and they said, I want this. And I tell them, I said, look, now I got this and I got this coming up. And they said, send me the pedigree. I sent them the pedigree and they said, no, I'm going to be patient. I want this. They telling me, and they know that these breedings are coming up. They willing to sit on the shelf. It's not that other people don't have the lines.
Right.
They got the lines in the United States. They're not breeding right.
Yeah. But then let me tell you something too. It's some hell of a stuff sitting in folks' backyard. People don't know. It's a few people that know me. I know you got that dog back there.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with her? He got a male.
And check this out, Joe. The last litter that we sent out, right? Breeders was like, yeah, I need that. I need that. People that do show, yeah, I need that. The dogs are here in abundance, but they're not being bred right.
Right.
So now let's look and say, you got to go over there and get the dog. If you go over there and get the dog, you're going to pay about 7 bands. You're going to pay 7 bands. You're going to pay about 5 for the dog. You're going to pay about 2 for the shipping.
What you talking about?
You might be out of more money because they can't ship the dog over here until I think the dog was like 6 months.
6 months old, yeah. So
they got to charge you from that 8-week period, which you should have your dog. You should be socializing your dog and bonding with your dog. From that 8-week period, which is 2 months, there's another 4 months in there. They got to charge you for taking care of the dog for 4 months. So now you at $7,000, $8,000, and they shipping it over here. So you ain't saw it physically. You got to rely on pictures and videos, and you know how that can be, right? And then they say, okay, do I want to do that, or do I want to go to my Zen Canine Kennel and pay $2,500 to $3,500 and get it in a shorter period of time?
Right. I'm gonna say something.
I'm dealing with, they recognize that. They like, damn.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna be very controversial.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something very. Every dog, like you probably talking about a 6-month-old dog,
Right.
a 1-year-old dog. A lot of it, man. Sometimes you just got to get that DNA over here.
Mm-hmm.
You worried about bonding and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, look, spend time with the dog. The dog will come. It's a dog.
Right.
How hard is it going? How hard is it going to be? Now, it might not. It ain't gonna be now. If it's a kennel dog from over there, yeah, he gonna be on the level of the dogs you raise. But sometimes you got to go get that DNA.
Yeah. Sometimes you
got
need
the DNA you need.
Sometimes you need the blood. But I'm gonna tell you
blood.
something, Joe. I'm gonna tell you, I imported. I'm gonna tell you, I imported Tina, Cleo, TK Simba, Jaffe, Lollipop, Gabby, like 6 or 7 dogs from over there. You know what I do when I get them dogs? They don't go in the dog room or in the kennel outside. I put them in my living room. You know who the first people are to be introduced to those dogs? Me first, and then my 2 smallest children. I'm gonna do an evaluation on that dog. I'm gonna study that dog, and then I'm gonna bring my children. So I have never had a problem. Never had a problem.
Me neither.
Getting an adult dog from over there. I've never had a problem.
Right. Now it is just for the sometimes the training. You gotta get that right. Cause I got a dog back there. She's very athletic. You have to train them dogs around your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might have to use an e-collar. You know what I mean?
And you got to know what you're looking at when you reading the dog body language.
That's right.
It ain't been named that when I got Cleo, I had just poured that concrete out front. And I literally brought that dog in. She was the first dog to touch that concrete. And I sat on the concrete. And I brought her in. No issues whatsoever.
That's right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No issues.
Sometimes you go out there sitting with them and things like that. They'll come around. I got one of the most best podcasts on that. While people out here saying we don't exist. Michelle Tester, the lady that does the shuts. Go and look at that episode. She championed all these dogs, and she got most of those dogs at 3, 4, 5, and older.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about the process.
I'm gonna tell you that girl, Tina Starr.
Tina Starr. I heard of her. Ain't she a handler?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, she took a 7-year-old Corso. That Corso, what is that? Moco, off of a farm. Put him in the ring. In 1 year. He's a grand champion.
So people can handle
his
dogs.
His name is Miko. Miko.
I'm gonna go look Tina Starr. Yeah, I heard a lot about her. Hey, let me say this right quick. Davis and K9, me and Doug already talked. You need to come to the show. We just got to plan a date. I got a heavy week next week, so I'm gonna do pre-records next week. Kind of keep it quiet. Davis and K9, nephew Bakari, Doug wanted you to come check back in with us and see how you doing. We might team you up with somebody, another young trainer or something. Okay. In my opinion, let me get through some of these.
And let me say this: if you've been rocking with Joe for a while, and you're interested in doing some networking with somebody, I'm interested in networking. I ain't trying to do everything myself. I got a brother in Jacksonville that I'm working with. I got a cousin here in my city that's going to have a few dogs. Sometimes we need good, honest people that we can network with. And sometimes that means, stepping out on faith, dealing with people. And I'm into that.
Me too.
I don't have anything. If you see something that I present that you like, I don't have anything that you can't have.
Right.
I'm saying, Joe said, hey, man, this dude been rocking with the podcast for a year, da-da-da-da-da. If I could put some in your hand, I'll put some in your hand.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where we at now. I mean, we real selective about the people we put on, and now a lot of people don't know 30-year, 40-year breeders tell us, hey man, talk about this, talk about that,
right?
Different topics, and refer people to us. So it ain't even hard no more. That's why the shows are getting so good, because it's just people that's proven. You know what I mean? It ain't like it's different.
And it's not just about. It's not
online.
Just
there's a lot of booty shaking and shit.
The sales, because man, you know how many people I have call me that want to put a dog in my hand?
Really?
Man, I got this really nice dog, man. I know you're gonna be able to do something with him. I have to turn people down. I have people call me all the time that they may have a litter and they may keep a couple puppies, and they want to put that dog in somebody's hand that's gonna go to the show, maybe show the puppy, put a little something on the puppy or something like that. So I get offered nice free dogs all the time. Yeah. So it ain't, people. A lot of time people get to talking about money. Man, I give away a lot of dogs.
Right.
If I find a family and they had a dog and they've been taking care of the dog for a while, and maybe they got a son or daughter and they done lost the dog to cancer or something like that. Sometimes I'll give a dog away.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it's a good family. I see them in the grocery store with the dog. Hey, man, we're training the dog. My son is autistic, and we're training the dog for my son. So
it's some people that can't afford dogs. If you got a dog that you think can go to them and it's trained, and that's some free game. I mean, if you got a dog, man, come on.
Because you got some people that they're gonna take their dog everywhere, and they're gonna say, "Hey, where you get that dog from?" I got the dog from Joe Church up in Northwest Arkansas. They're gonna love their dog. They're gonna take their dog everywhere. I'm not one who believe that, and I know sometimes we say this because we want people to do right. We say, well, if the person can't afford the dog, they ain't gonna be able to take care of the dog. I don't always agree with that.
No, yeah, you're right. I've had many people. I could give a lot of game right here, but I don't want to give it out. But I put it this way, man. It's best to give a dog a good home than to do what some of these other motherfuckers doing. Be it hoarding dogs in a garage, living in travel crates.
Dog ain't got no type of life.
No, because you want to hoard a dog.
Right.
I got a limit on dogs, 10.
Right.
That's a max. That's a max I'm ever have. I know where I need to be. Right. And then you got to think about if you ever get thank God I ain't never got no Corso back. But you might get a dog back. You might need a customer say, hey, man, I can't find nobody to board my dog. Can you hold his dog for me you have things like that, But something else I want to say too, when we just talk about dogs, period. Do you know it's some people, I heard Lamont say, he said, man, some of my best work is in people's yards. They think we just hold everything, and then you don't know how a dog will develop. I remember I was talking to Vladimir. If you guys in the Corso, y'all, he showed me one time how this puppy. I was like, ugh. He said, which one would you choose? And I was like, that one. He showed me this one. It was kind of a little funny looking, but he showed me how. But I know how these dogs develop. It was like an ugly duckling. I was like. So that's an important thing to know too. You got to know your dogs.
Yeah, and that's what they call late bloomers. Sometimes that dog gonna pop until later on.
Right. So Davidson, you got to hit me up. Pure Quality Canine. Hey, bro, I know we talked. I can't remember what we talked. That I was looking for our message one day. I was like, man, I can't find them, but hit me up, bro, because Pure Quality Canine, that's a good brother. I got good judgment on this guy. And I seen this guy blow up his YouTube channel the authentic way. Just back there talking about his dogs. You know what I mean? I think he got the American Pressa Canaria Depressa, something like that, right? But pure quality canine, this brother right here, go follow him. I just watched him rise. And he said he might, when I talked to him, he said he'll share some of his tips on how he built his social media from the ground up. It wasn't no shaky stuff. Tim Kaufman is in the house. Like, share, and subscribe. The Cane Corso enthusiast. That's a Facebook group. Y'all go over there too. I also have a Facebook group called the what is it? NWA Cane Corso Podcast.
Right.
It's a group on Facebook. A lot of guys you see in the chat, a lot of the people that's on my show in there, and it just go a little bit more in depth on things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might, ask a question, and all of us over there. NWA Cane Corso Podcast Facebook group. There's many good Facebook groups out there. Barbara Naybridge, Tony Scandy has a Facebook group. The Cane Corso, Scadifio Cane Corso. Y'all look it up here. I can't tell everything for you. Ronnie G, hi from Israel. Hello, my brother. Yeoman Club, Gerald's in the house. What's up, guys? To make my question a little more clear, are you saying you're willing to pay more than $2,500 for a dog in Europe, not including shipping?
Absolutely. If it's let me give you an example.
There's no reason for me to. That's my answer.
If it's a dog that I need, if I look at the pedigree and I look at the health test and I look at certain things, and I need that dog, and I can use that dog to put me where I need to be, hell yeah, absolutely. I'll give you an example. If I am starting to line breed, if I'm starting to line breed, and I see a dog that is a really great producer from that line, and I can get that dog, yeah, I get it. Because you got to think, what's the difference between, if you got a dog that's proven? I'll give you an example. The dog that recently passed, Bad Boy. I used that dog several times. If he were for sale for a reasonable price, and I could get him based upon what I'm breeding, I would absolutely send that money and get that dog. Yes.
For me,
for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. Number one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
His health clearances, his titles from trials, his confirmation. I know he's a real good producer. Well, he recently passed, from what I understand. But if I had the opportunity to get him and I had to pay more than $25, yeah, absolutely.
For me, it's got to be something I really, really needed. I probably couldn't get over here. If somebody had it, I'll go back over there. But I don't see myself going overseas for anything anymore. When I got the Corso and I got the Central Asian Shepherd. Between the people I know, the Central Asian Shepherd community is small. I would like to highlight more people, but it's a small community. And I'm trying to figure a lot. I don't deal with a lot of people in that community, and I'm trying to figure it out. It seems like there's a lot of tension there, so I don't want to bring in no bullshit my way, because we want to avoid that.
But you know them Central Asian Shepherds, they gonna pop, and you're in the best position because you already got something nice going. Mm-hmm. When they pop, you're gonna be right at the top either way it go.
Right. So but right now I'm good on that. As far as the Corso, it's no reason for me to go overseas for anything. I mean, it's dudes in the chat that got some bad ones.
Right.
I know what it is in people's backyard bad as hell.
I agree with that on the Corso. I think that here's my thing. I haven't. In Arkansas, there's only probably about 3 kennels I could get a Corso from. Joe Kennel being one of those kennels. A guy here in my city, and then another guy in Northwest Arkansas.
Up here with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, when we took that Corso to be confirmed pregnant today, the guy from here is actually purchasing one from the guy me and you talked to that's showing that nobody knows in Arkansas that he's showing at the shows. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, yeah.
So he's there's this guy, and me and him was talking.
Jonesboro.
Like, yeah, man, dude named so and so. He's from Texas. I said, no, bro. I said, he ain't from Texas. I said, that dog ain't coming from Texas. I pulled up his Facebook page and I showed him. I said, he said, yeah, man, that's him. I said, look, man, this is where he's from Northwest Arkansas, man. And he picked up the phone and called him. Hey, man, you know this dude, Muhammad? I'm like, yeah, man, yeah. So, yeah. I said, you probably getting some nice shit.
Right. Yeah. So the Corso, I mean, they talk down. Man, I'm getting tired of people talking down on the Corso. I don't know why they want it to be a Malinois, man. It ain't no Malinois. It's a Mastiff. It's like I've been seeing that everywhere. And then people talk, back in the day, it was this and that, man. Back in the day, it might have been a Rottweiler and a Pit Bull cross. Yeah. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Some of them people are exaggerating, man. They going back trying to remember in their head how these dogs was, and they trying to go back in their head 30 years ago, and they not really being accurate. How you gonna know the details of a dog 30 years ago, and you didn't even own the breed?
It's like a prey monster out of the dog.
They just talking, man.
Yeah, they be tripping me out.
For real, folks just talking.
Yeah. We made great. Well, hold on. I'm gonna get through these questions, y'all, and then we'll wrap it up. Our police force and army import Belgian Malinois from Czech Republic for unreasonable amount of USD. Man, we don't deal with those type of dogs, but I got a surprise coming for y'all with a man that deal with those type of dogs, and he's a living legend in the game. I ain't gonna say nothing yet, but he told me, I'm coming. That's how he talks. I'm coming.
Let you know he like.
Yeah. Some of y'all know who I'm talking about. He coming to the NWA show. Yeah.
And let me say this. There are certain males I know that when we start, we always say we start with a female, which is important for a number of reasons. But there are some males that I've seen that whatever you breed them to, they produce some puppies that are exceptional.
Right.
And Bad Boy was one of them. He was one of them.
Yeah.
You know? So even I see somebody in the chat that they got a puppy from me off a dog. That dog that you mentioned in that chat, everything I'm taking him to is he hitting on all cylinders.
Let me get this one. Weebay, to be clear, you could buy a quality puppy for $2,500. Good dogs are where you find them. That's what I say. Buy dogs that are older with work and training on that. Dog price could get close to $6,500. I'm here to tell you right now today, if you want to pay $6,500 between me and Lamont, we can get you a Corso with basic training to you for that.
Right.
For that total.
So not only get the dog, but you getting training with the dog.
A Corso with basic training, housebroken and all that. The mass production of any product devalues a product over time. Let's touch on that. Things do devalue.
Right.
We was talking today about how Walmart will have a sale.
Right. Absolutely.
Shit. Yeah. I'll hold them for. Oh, they will never get this dog.
Right.
Hey, shut your ass up. Yes, you will, man.
Crazy.
Feeding them.
Crazy there. They got five males off the same litter, and they're holding all five until they turn what age and for what reason.
Yeah. Right.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense. Hey, Cayenne Buchanan, patience is a talent when it comes to putting pieces of the breeding puzzle together. I got to get Cayenne back home. Cayenne is a bad boy.
What did he say?
He said patience is a talent when it comes to putting pieces of the breeding puzzle together.
You're right.
if you ever want to see a show, go to the Unscripted podcast on the playlist and watch him and Rain. Watch him and Rain cook. It's one of the best shows ever. That dude is smart right there. Kai and Buchanan. I got to get him back on the show. I don't know why he just won't call me and hop on. Terry Cornish is in the house.
Yeah, he in here.
Yes, Joe. When building from scratch, sometimes it's necessary to get the best possible foundation you can. Here you get the bloodlines, but they not being bred for what I want. Terry, get yourself on here, boy. Terry, every time. Hey, Terry's loyal to the soil. I talk shit to him. Boy, he don't want shit to do with a Serbian dog. With your racist ass.
Right.
Nah, boy, hey, you say Serbian dog in front of Terry Cornish, somebody might get hit in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and speaking of getting hit in the mouth, speaking of getting hit in the mouth, if somebody asks me how much I'm making on this podcast, I already told you. Go to Social Blade and you can see what I'm making. It's 300. Me and Doug, don't nobody get paid. Jihad, nobody getting paid for this show. Nobody getting paid for this show. And it's such an insult because I make more than $350. I don't even come outside. I don't even come outside unless it's $300. You know, so it's insult for me. Something that I make a month that I make way more in a day. You know what I'm saying? It's insulting that people would ask me something like that, like I'm doing it for the money. Man, shit. I'm not trying to be no dog guru. I want my outside stuff, my regular life to be flourishing. Shit, I ain't trying to do it with the dogs. I love breeding dogs and everything. But yeah, I take really big offense to that because I make more than $300 in a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's really insulting when y'all ask me stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We done put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from day one. Well, who did we start out with? Gypsy Stratton? He gone now. And he put a lot of work in on this channel, just like Jihad had. Jihad was the second dude on this podcast besides Jihad and Clyde, Gypsy and Clyde Thompson. Jihad was the second one on there and been on here ever since.
Something about this. I'm trying to see who this is. They said mass production is the downfall.
Oh, let me get caught up. I'm sorry, bro. Let me get the lights up. Bam. Got you. Yeah, hit me up, Marcus Gill. I got a Mizon female. Let me. Hey, this Brian Luster. Hey, Brian. I'm finna talk about your ass too, right? So Terry, you know how you are about the German Rottweilers? Big bro here, he like that about the Italian kind of Corso. If them feet ain't came off the Italian soil, he don't want it. But that's Brian Luster. He's been in the breed a long, long time. Very knowledgeable. Look, let me say something. We talk about all this mentorship stuff like this. This is a guy I can go to and I can ask about some old dogs and things like that. Maybe every genre dog is not the same, but I know when Jihad, well, you made that statement about you can't find no better mentors like you can in a Rottweiler. It's same with the Corso. We don't have people like trying to get payment from you for your time. Now oh shit, what happened, bro? Oh, there you go.
I don't know what the hell.
Somebody must text you. Okay, but Brian Luster is an asset too. He'll talk dogs all day with you. And I'm gonna bring up Rashawn and his buddy Will, Rashawn Long. I was looking at a podcast today with Dan Kirsted. I got to finish it. He was on Battlebred. If y'all know him in the Corso, he mentioned Mojo, the dog Mojo. Mojo, I don't remember what Dan said about Mojo, but I know. Am I right, Brian? Mojo was bred by Sherby Long, correct? Okay. Brian said mass production is down, follow the Corso. We live. Yeah, we live, dude. Farm dogs, yeah. So you was talking about farm dogs earlier. And Brian Luster was talking about, yeah, that's the dogs he liked to run, the farm dogs. which the Corso is a farm dog. You know what I mean? Bro, what comment did I skip over that you was talking about? And I didn't even check the Instagram comments. Damn. Oh Lord, they in there too.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. I wanted to say something about, brother said something about mass production is a downfall of the Corso.
Yeah.
And here's what I would say to that.
I got something to say to that too.
If that be true, then mass production becomes the downfall of the top 10 breeds in the country. Now, right now they got the Frenchie at the top of the list. They just knocked the Labrador Retriever out, right? Or the Golden Retriever, whichever one it is. But even if that is the case, now that's a challenge. How do we overcome that challenge? We can overcome that challenge by separating ourselves. See, even though the people that are mass producing, 90% of them don't really have a concern for how the dog is being bred. They're not health testing. They don't care what two dogs they put together. Only thing we got to do is just make a distinction by how we breed. Because one thing about it, if you look at any product, I don't care what the product is, there are a lot of companies that produce chicken that's already cooked. Only thing you gotta do is pop it, put a little heat on it, and it's ready to eat, right? Why do people, knowing that, why do they run to Tyson chicken?
Jihad froze up
A
again.
particular way. But there are certain people that would take a Ford over a Chevy or a Chevy over a Ford. Why? Because of know that.
Okay. You freezing up, bro. You freezing.
And I think that's the.
Oh, he's freezing.
For the mass production, and we're not breeding with purpose and with distinction. And if you do that over a period of time, you will stick out. You'll stick out.
Let me get this Instagram comment from what's up, Instagram? What's happening, y'all? I'm sorry, sometimes I don't be looking over here. Battalion Connie Corso. That's the only comment I see so far. Man, thank you for your support. I see you all the time. He said, I'm so serious about our dogs and program, I never post pics of myself or say a word. I let the dogs speak for themselves. I think that's an excellent idea. But one thing I want to chime in on when what you just said, mass production is a downfall of the Corso too. But it's another aspect of dogs, which I think is the bigger aspect of dogs that contributes to the downfall. It's the business of dogs. It's the businessmen that enter dogs and have destroyed breeds.
Yeah.
You know, it's the business side. Everybody, when the Corso got popular, that's when it, boom. And then once they started having to crank it out, shit started to happen. Some dogs got put in trying to, you know, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Who got the biggest Corso?
Yeah. So
how can you make them bigger? And
I think it's just a lot of time it's the business of dogs. I think like it's just crazy. Like even online, when we just talking about dogs now, it's like who we is the longest. But like somebody just said, the dogs don't speak for themselves, the breeders speak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be the show that, okay, you do your thing on your end and you show that, and then you come over here with me, and we talk in depth like, we got our own talk show. It's talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really enjoyed that interview I did last night with Tony Clay. And I'm sitting up here talking to this dude, not knowing this dude in my pedigree. You know what I mean? Been in the game a long time. He's 41, but he done did so much in dogs. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was a really good time. And they got they seem like they got a lot of cohesion going on in that bulldog breed. If y'all missed the show last night, check out Tony Clay from Akron, Ohio. Doug is in the house. Yeah. But Brian, I know he got his laptop. He said he's gonna come in one day and chop it up.
Right.
On the old dogs and things like that. It's so many people I'm trying to get on that need to be talking and need to be sharing things. We can talk as men and women. It's all good. Yes, sir. Anybody got anything else?
And for the record, y'all, me and Joe was supposed to be on here. For how long, Joe?
30 minutes. Yeah, that's how it be going.
So yeah, I guess we really enjoyed.
And I wanted to do this show because I can't do it tomorrow. Like how we do a Sunday show. I can't do it tomorrow. I'm going on Scandy and them show tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a few interviews. I know Samurai asked me one. Buck City, am I still doing my interview or what? I'm gonna do those interviews. I don't like doing interviews and stuff like that, but they're my brothers, and so I'm gonna do that for them, and I'm gonna get my butt back over here in the driver's seat. Pure Quality says Embark is only 10 years old, and surely everyone wasn't health testing 50 years ago. How did we get there to here without it, and why is it so important today? Good point, man, because like I know breeders that control the market. Most of them are in the pedigree. It's insulting to them. About Embark, I ain't got that shit in my lines. You know what I mean? They already know that. But being that Embark and everything it is the right thing, it's the ethical thing to do, but it has become a selling point, bro. Just be honest about it. It is a selling point. You didn't hear about it just a few years back. It was the way to separate ourselves from those backyard breeders. It was. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me. I mean, it was. And because we gotta realize too, you felt like you had to compete with Karens. Right. So that's when you started, when it really shouldn't be something that should be advertised. It's something you should do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You should, everybody like this now. I got my hair tested.
Right.
I got it. But I remember Chris Rock telling a joke one time about people wanting praise for what they should be doing. Like, I take care of my kids. You're supposed to. What are you talking about? But I think Pure Quality Canine that it's gonna run out because everybody using that as a pitch. You know what I mean? I'm glad you do it. Even with but everybody using it as a pitch. Now, what's gonna make you be different now? We're running out of pitches. We're running out of health testing, import lines. The dog's gonna have to do it.
Here's what I say about this, Joe. I got a different perspective. Here's what I say about that. As more technology and more knowledge comes,
it's a tool.
It becomes a tool, and we have to avail ourselves. Let me give you an example. I deal with some vets that are older vets, and they went to school maybe 30 years ago. If I talk to some of those old vets, and if I talk to certain vets in the country about the third strain of parvo, and a lot of people don't know there is a third strain of parvo out. They don't know about that third strand. They don't understand the signs and symptoms of the third strand of parvo. If you use an old, outdated kit, one of those cheap kits, you can misdiagnose a dog because the cheap kit don't pick it up. I was in the clinic, I was dealing with dogs with parvo. They didn't have diarrhea, they was constipated, and they had parvo. But if you didn't have the right kit, you couldn't detect it, and now you got a dog going around spreading stuff. Why? Because not using modern technology. Modern technology is important. Is it gonna run out? I agree. But I'm gonna tell you something. As it runs out, it's gonna give way to new knowledge, to new technology, to new innovation. You're dealing with these older vets who went to school 30 years ago. There's a lot of new discoveries. There's a lot of new knowledge that has been discovered over the last 10 years. And when you mention it to them, they lost. Let me give you an example. Let me land the plane by making my point. I was taking a final exam for a veterinarian course I was taking up. And my mentor at the time, who had been to veterinarian school like 30 years ago, and she just go once a year to do her recertification, a little week workshop or whatever they do around the country. She looked at I had a few questions as I was doing my final exam, and she said, "Jay, this is technician stuff." And there was some questions she couldn't ask. She couldn't answer. And I had to do my own research. But I asked her and her assistant, who had been working in the field longer than me. Her assistant was younger, but we was talking about heartworms and the heartworm test. And I said to them, I said, I don't think it's right that we tell people, once they discover that their dog got heartworms, we tell them after we put them on medication to come back in a year. I said, why are we telling them to come back in a year when the cycle of the heartworm is 6 months? If a dog get heartworms, that heartworm is in the bloodstream for 6 months before it's settling in the heart. So I'm saying, if we diagnose them, and if they got adults or if they got babies, it don't matter. If you do 6 months of treatment, you shouldn't have no more babies in there at all. So why are we telling them to come back a whole year? Why not tell them to come back in 6 months? And I had to wrestle with her on it, but then she said, you know what, Jay, you're right. Why? Because she's thinking 30 years ago. That's what they taught in school 30 years ago, and that's what you're running with. Mm-hmm. But clients don't get the best treatment for their dog if you're functioning off of their information, because if we run that treatment and 6 months later, we see that it wasn't effective, then we know either the heartworm has gotten some resistance, or we need to try something different. Why wait a whole another year and let that dog heart be tore up over a 6 month period? And we don't even have to do that.
Let me ask this. I want to ask this to Jihad, and I want to ask this to the chat, because with all this Rottweiler stuff, we got a new wave of people over here. Some of them haters too, boy. You know, whenever you do something, you're gonna get a new wave of people, and you're gonna bring their enemies, right? So, since we on the subject of health testing, if I health test my mother, if I health test my father, what is the point? And they both clear. What is the point of health testing the offspring with MBARD?
Because keep in mind, you health testing for a variety of things. Mm-hmm. And the variety of things that you health testing, they manifest themselves at different levels of development. Number one, like you can't check the hips and elbows at 3 months.
I'm only talking about disease.
Okay, even when you're dealing with that, if it's a test that the parents have to have it in order to pass it on, then you don't. Because if they don't have it, they can't pass it. But what if it's something that lays dormant and it just pops up? miss a generation, pops up a generation. Then you can't use that logic.
Like DM.
Yeah, so some things with certain tests, you can use that logic, but remember, we testing for a variety of things that manifest themselves at different levels and for a variety of reasons. So we can't. You know,
Yeah,
I would say it's just like with the JLPP or the juvenile neuropathy.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain people that, you know, they will breed the dog, but they breed the dog that's a carrier to a dog that's not a carrier. And I would say, why even breed the dog at all? If you can find another dog that's of quality, why even breed it? Why even roll the dice at all? Why even take the risk of passing it on? I heard Oliver Newbrand say this. He talked about health testing. He said, we have been tested hips and elbow, and he mentioned so many decades. I don't know whether it was 50 years or 40 years or what. And he talked about the percentage, even with them they got still. And he said,
Uh-oh, where you at, bro?
if we use another breeding model, but it would be very costly to the club. So what is he saying?
Man, you freezing up, bro. You freezing up.
The money, the time, the dogs, and all of that to get to that point.
Right.
So
Jahad, you freezing up, bro. Why don't you come out, go out, and come back in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove you. Come back.
as
You freezing up.
Yeah. I'm renowned around the world, but still I have to look at this car.
Hey, Jahad, come back in. Hey, come back in.
I can see you.
Oh, okay, but we can see you for about No, you good now, but it was about 30 seconds. We didn't hear shit you said. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Davidson Canine, could embark lead to problems in breeds or cause genetic bottlenecks? Ooh, good question. Ooh, Davidson Canine, he always starting some shit. Healthiest things come from genetic diversity. Good question.
I wish Terry come in for that?
I don't know if he's in here. Terry, are you in here?
Talking about the JLPP and Dr. Dr. Peterson said that some of the dogs needed to have that. Can you come in?
Wait a minute. Yeah, Terry, can you come in? Page House Rottweiler, what's happening, bro? What's going on, man? Page House in the house. Let me drop the link. Shit. Anybody want to come in? Damn, hey man, we said 30 minutes, right?
hey, my wife said, what the hell happened? I said, Joe, I don't know what the hell Joe did.
Yeah, well, I'm already showered up, ready to go. Jump in the bed, go to work in the morning.
Me too.
Yeah. You got to work in the morning?
I'm off. My son is boxing in Little Rock, so I'm going up there.
Oh, okay. Hey, anybody can join right quick. Terry I don't know if Terry in here. If he ain't said nothing by now, he ain't in here.
But he was telling me about an article that the professor wrote about that, the president of the ADRK, but I never got a hold of the article.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we call it wrap. Ain't nobody got nothing else, right? Like I say, go to the Facebook group, NWA Connie Corso Podcast. It's $20.99 per month. Nah. I'm gonna get some money out there just like the rest of these folks.
Brother, you ain't gonna charge these folks no 6 bands to mentor them, are you?
Hell yeah, shit.
If they gonna pay it.
Who wants some of this pimping?
Hey, let me say, if anybody is want to give me $5,000 this year for me to mentor them, I would happily take it.
Hey.
And I'll act like I'm an expert, like I know everything for that $5,000.
And if you got 6,500, this real talk. We'll get your Corso with basic training.
Yeah.
Delivered to you. Yeah, we do 6,500. Yeah, we'll give you that.
Right.
We'll give you puppy with training. Yeah. So, man, I guess that's it, brother. Hey, they gonna say, y'all hating, y'all steady going on about talking about folk, man. Bro, we making light of this stuff. One thing about it, man, we ain't gonna really. I'm gonna mind my business because I don't want nobody getting in mine. You get in my business, it's gonna be a problem, you know.
Hey, I talk shit because I'm gonna eat whether I sell a dog or not. I ain't gonna go home.
Basically, yeah. So,
I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna talk shit because, and some people, you know, they got to sell a dog for they or they gonna have their car repossessed or the house. I got a job. I work for the city. I got a job. Yeah, and I will get out and cut some grass every now and then. So hey.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I'm a hustle. Hey, I'm a hustle. I'll be whoever I need to be. I did a show. I was waxing the floor. I was waxing the floor on the last Saturday, and this week I'm pulling a 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Pay the bills.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is, Joe, we could laugh about this shit while other people going to bed with rocks in their jaw.
Yeah. Terry says I can answer on this here. Lights are out. But Terry, quit trying to talk like you from the South. I can answer on this here, right here now, right there, right now. Okay, Jihad, you want to ask him that question again? What did you ask him about JLPP?
So Terry, I was trying to brother asked a question about the diversity of disease in the dog and the need for it. And you mentioned to me about the ADRK president writing an article about the need for the JLPP strain in the dogs that we're breeding. So I wanted to see, could you elaborate on that? I didn't get the article. Maybe I'll try to email him or something and see can I get that article. But it makes sense to me, the diversity.
Okay. While we waiting on that, Paige Haas Rywell says, man, people that take this shit too serious. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. Yeah, people acting like they overly hungry, like we ain't got no careers, like we ain't. Let me tell you, young men, something. Like I always say, skills pay the bills. Man, you're gonna make the most money you gonna make in between 30 and 60 years old. Yeah. It ain't gonna come on the front end. You know what I mean? And man, I gotta get off that. Sometimes I say too much stuff. Sometimes I see it in my mind and say, don't say that. But take your time. Don't quit your day job trying to do dogs. But if you can, it is a few special men that can do it, right? And let me tell you something about money. You know what's more important than money?
Morals.
But lifestyle.
Right.
You know, you get older, man, all that you want is peace. You want to stay out in the country. I'm telling you, you're not going to think the same way. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the lifestyle, if you can afford this nice lifestyle, and if it only took $80,000, $90,000, $60,000, $50,000, sometimes the broke man is better because he don't have all the worries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody calling themselves bosses and shit now. I'm this.
Where the employees at?
Yeah. Where's your payroll?
I want to hear from the employees.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear from the employees, all this boss talk. You know what I'm saying? Man, please, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, yeah,
CEOs of major corporations with no employee. They don't work.
Only one.
Man, the internet is crazy. You can be who you want.
It's crazy shit. Yeah. All this old boss stuff. Man, come on. Yeah. Everybody just chill and let's talk dogs. Let's make dogs great again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because really right now, this is probably one of the most greatest time in dogs. Like when I started 2 years ago, it wasn't about dogs in the big dog breed. It was more so kennels focused about themselves, which is cool, which is a great thing to do. When I opened the podcast up, the podcasts I did see in the big dog world, they were talking about each other. They were talking about other breeders. who wasn't online. It was funny. They was talking about Tony Scandy. Oh, they never been to his kennel, but they was building their names off people who was actually doing stuff in the out of the matrix. You know what I mean? And so it got funny when things changed. But man, salute to all the brothers out there. Keep doing your thing. Over here, it don't really need to be explained what we've been doing for the longest. Just having conversations. This ain't no breed or bash or channel, but like I said, we will have tough topics, and sometimes you got to have that tough topic every now and again, because some of y'all might say something, and it goes all across the dog world, and everybody start talking about it. That type of stuff you can't help. You know what I mean?
Right.
So so you got to have a kind of a thick skin to be online too, man. Because like sometimes I be seeing people post stuff in groups, and I be in them groups, and they be saying shit. I'm like, damn. Do they even know I'm in here? Yeah.
And really, to be honest with you, when you come online, like what we do, you putting that target on your back. You got to have that dog in you. You got to have that dog in you, because you putting that target. If somebody think, oh, Joe is online and he's making 50 cents more than me.
Right.
He might not be making a nickel.
Yeah, but you know, now it's so much agenda pushing with dogs and trying to squeeze every dime the way they doing the dogs. That's like what I talked about earlier. When people was talking about mass production, it's the businessmen.
It's just like a car lot salesman.
Right.
He's gonna try to sell you that extra. You want the sunroof in there? You can pull it around the back and come back and get it. Next week we're gonna put that sunroof in there for you. He's trying to get every dime he can get out there.
You know why? You know why? Because we all done took losses in dogs.
Yeah. And
everybody's trying to get their money back on it.
Yeah.
Any way they can.
And they don't want to talk about them losses.
They don't want to talk about them losses. But we hear about them. we hear about but you know, I got a podcast, so people always snitching. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened to him. So,
he lost his whole little problem.
Yeah. Right. And you just have to be careful who you talk to in this game and all that. But Terry did say something about this. Ooh. Terry, I gotta get Terry much credit. He don't mind getting in trouble. He
the
said,
last
yes,
person I see said something was Doug. And that was 9:26. Why is it not loading over here?
I'm not sure. But Terry says this. Yes, we need the carrier. Like we need stronger immune systems for certain things. But we need the weak to deal with too. Diversity is needed in all things. I will go in details next time here on NWA Podcast. Wow.
I need that article, brother, so I can read it and act like I know as much as you know. Send me that article.
Yeah. Okay, Jihad. I think that's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, it's over with, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
well,
peace, man.
Peace, brother. We'll see y'all. Good to see everybody in the chat. We out. I'm out. Give your dog the best start possible. We offer proven tools, products, and supplements backed by our real-world experience and our passion for healthy dogs. Step into the realm of canine wisdom with our podcast, NWA Connie Shows, where we interview dog men and women from around the globe. Discover their talents and insights on breeding, training, nutrition, and the rich history of dogs. Tune in to the most underrated yet influential dog podcast on social media. Your journey into the dog world starts here.